You're waking up to Good Morning Idaho.
Welcome back to Good Morning Idaho, and we don't have many firsts anymore here on our show, but we do have a first today, thanks to Ken Greger from Two River Llamas and Cusco. We've never had a llama in studio before.
And Cusco is the best possible name for a llama. I think it outweighs Tina by just a little bit, right?
You're right.
So Ken, thanks so much for bringing him in. You were actually in for an unrelated segment a few weeks ago for a farmer's market segment.
Right.
You told us about your business, what you do. We thought it was fascinating that you actually rent llamas to people in the valley.
I do.
And how does this whole system work? I don't even know that people would want to rent a llama.
Well, there's hunters and packers that want to go into the mountains and maybe can't carry a 60, 65-pound load into the mountains anymore, so they will rent a llama to carry all their gear for them.
Did I scare him?
No,
okay. Oh,
he's fine. And that way they can go into the mountains, still enjoy the backcountry, and not have to carry all the gear. My wife has a bad back. She can't carry a pack, so we take the llamas. We take all the comforts of almost car camping.
How much can they actually pack then? And weight?
They can pack up to 100 pounds.
Wow.
Generally during the summer I pack from 65 to 75 pounds on them because they're not as totally conditioned yet, and the heat can sometimes affect them, so we take it easy if it's too hot. But packing out, hunters often rent them and use them for packing out their game, and oftentimes we'll have 100 pounds of meat on their backs packing out deer and elk for us.
Pretty good gig.
Yeah, so what makes llamas so good for that? I mean, they seem like very calm animals too, which must help, right?
They are, and they're very easy to work with, easy to train. They're very sure-footed, so you can take them in places where you wouldn't normally take a horse or a larger animal, and they can get around things. And I take them up in the Hell's Canyon area, elk hunting in December, where the ground is frozen, and they do perfectly fine up there.
We got Bree Eggers laughing. I don't know if we were doing something weird
so
or the llama was doing something weird. But no, I've got to ask, because I've seen just a few movies, like we talked about. Cusco, of course, would make me think of The Emperor's New Groove. Do they really spit?
They do.
People say that.
They spit at each other all the time.
Is that like a defense mechanism? Is it a mating ritual? What is it?
It's part of establishing their pecking order.
Okay.
Like when they're at the feed trough or whatever, they spit at each other. Or if they're in each other's space, they get too close to each other. They will. I load mine in my trailer. It holds 8 when it's full. Once I get about 6 llamas in there, there's going to be some spitting going on until they get things figured out. I rarely get spit on. I really have to tick a llama off before he'll spit on me, but I have been spit on.
But it has happened. How did you get interested in llamas? What caught your attention about these animals?
Just about 25 years ago, I just thought they were kind of neat animals. I like packing, and there's a foothills cleanup, and I led a llama around to pack up garbage out of the foothills with panniers on and so forth, and I thought, this is what I want to do someday.
He does community service too, then, cleaning up the foothills. Good for you, Cusco.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Now, and my final question too: do you call this wool? Do you call it fur? What is?
We call it fiber.
Fiber, actually. Okay. Now, is this something that you actually shear to sell, or does it not grow that fast? Or?
My llamas are all pretty short wool llamas for shows purposes. Llama's a llama, but they're classified as long wool, medium wool, and short wool.
And these are the short
Nearly all mine have short wool because I don't like dealing with it. If I'm packing, it takes more time to clean it out and have to shear it off.
And Cusco's much softer than you'd imagine. I was petting him a little bit in the break, and he's very soft. He's a good guy. You did a good job, Cusco. He's very pensive.
He hasn't acted up at all. We'll put contact information for Two River Llamas on our on Good Morning Idaho at idahoonyourside.com today. Thanks so much for telling us a little about this guy. It's a lot of fun having him in studio. We appreciate it, Ken.
So nice to have you both here. Thank you so much. Time right now is 6:43.